Hi, this is Matthew. Thought I would do another more recent Who album for giggles. The latest one just called Who, literally the word, from 2019. I thought it was later than that. Just time just blurs by, I guess. I thought it was like 21 or 22. It was 19. It's only they've only had 12 albums, which I really thought they had more than 12, but they only had 12 studio albums with this one. They've not had any since. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it kind of sounds like a mid-70s Who album, but obviously it's now they're they're 70s, so but still very much to me sounded like a new a Who album that you would have picked up back then. I really enjoyed it. I haven't heard it for a while, but I may have to go spin it again. It's been a while. Might have to go back through their whole catalog at some point. Maybe I can talk about them here. I don't know. I might do that. But yeah, I just thought I would talk about this one too. It's on Apple Music, but you search it, and probably others, it shows that title, but it also has Deluxe Live, so it confused me. It's the Deluxe Edition with a live second disc of live tracks they did. I had a couple other editions of it too. So it is there. Yeah, that one is there, and then they have just the bonus track version, I believe, to stream. They don't have the regular version, which is the version I bought. I didn't know there were other versions. I think I found it on Amazon and pre-ordered it. It came out and I got it, and I thought nothing else more about it than that. But there are a couple of bonus track configurations. We'll go through the tracks though. I'm using Wikipedia. That was just faster. I'm using their site for it. The standard edition has, of course, everything's written by Pete Townshend except for where it says not. And I think Roger Daltrey might be playing the other instruments. It's just the two of them. So we have on the standard edition, we have All This Music Must Fade. And then we have Ball and Chain, which was a single. I think All This Must Fade was too. I'm not sure. I Don't Want to Get Wise. Detour, which I guess their band was called the Detours. They're in the early stages of itself. I did not know that. Beads on One String was also a single, apparently. Hero Ground Zero. Street Song. I'll Be Back. And then Break the News. It was written by Simon Townsend, his sons. He helped write that. He wrote that one. Rockin' in Rage. And then we have She Rocked My World. That completes the regular version. The 2019 Deluxe Edition bonus tracks after the other tracks are as follows. There were a few extra tracks at the end, if you got that version. This Gun Warm Is Fire would be the 12th one. And then Got Nothing to Prove. Danny and My Ponies would be those round out the album to make it quite a bit longer album. A 45-minute album becomes a 57-minute album. Then there was a Japanese bonus track album, and they added a 15th track, Sand Demo, that Pete Townshend did back in '66. I'm sad that that's not one I can get to stream. I don't think. I don't know if I could find that or not. And that makes it a 61-minute album with that track attached to it. But unfortunately, I didn't see that one available to stream in this country, at least. Let me know in Japan. Is it available? I assume it is. They wouldn't just include it because I found other bands from other countries that had that label on there from whatever country. So I'm surprised I can't find this. And then there was a 2020 bonus track edition version, and that adds. Oh, yeah, it goes back. Yeah, that one had a Beads on One String Jagerdang remix of that one. I think that was a single too. And then that was it. But it becomes a 65-minute album with that attached, so that's kind of weird. It must be a long remix because you only have that track. You don't have the other 3 tracks, and you don't have the Japanese track. So, wow, that's a long... Good grief, how long is that song? Does it show me? It's like 3:38, though. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. I don't know. Unless that's just tacked onto the end of the regular version without the Japanese track on it. I don't know. Interesting. Because Wikipedia, once they have the album, they just show you the additional tracks that they included. And then we'll go through this... there was this... On this 2020 version, there was a Live at Kingston bonus disc. Apple Music shows it as all acoustic. It doesn't show that here. Apple Music has acoustic next to each song, so it's just the 2 of them playing. That'd be kind of neat to hear. The bonus track one and this deluxe version, that's what's available on Apple Music. And probably Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeart, other places. I haven't checked them all, but I assume they should be the same. The same stuff usually goes everywhere anymore. Every artist, they have a service. They have services that it just goes out to everyone. So no matter what you're using, you'll be able to find things anymore. There's not it's not a lot of exclusive only to one service anymore. Just there are services that put them out there if you can't afford it, or like somehow you put them out, or the label puts them out, but they go out everywhere. But on this live one we have it just says intro. I've not heard this disc, so I don't know. And I only, as I said, I only have the regular version of the other one. So, and then substitute, squeeze box, tattoo. The Kids Are All Right. Break the News, that was a new track. That was his son's work. Shame his son wasn't on there to sing with them, but he, I guess, wasn't there. That'd be kind of neat if he'd been on the track too. She Rocked My World, again from the current album. Won't Get Fooled Again. Yeah, so that was it. Personnel, it shows... from all the liner notes here, we have The Who. Of course, Roger Daltrey was lead vocals, except for 8 and 14. Pete Tangent guitars and backing vocals, lead track. Pete Tangent guitar, backing vocals, lead vocals, track 8 and 14. Harmonicas and percussion, so he does all of that. Synthesizer tracks, violin, cello, hurdy-gurdy, effects, orchestration. Good grief. So it's mostly Townsend doing the playing here on a lot of different stuff here. Additional people we have Pilo Palladino bass on 1, 2, 4, 8, and 12. Zach Starkey 1, 2, 4, and 7. I think that's Ringo's kid, I believe. So he gets to play on tracks 1, 2, 4, and 7. Cool. Yeah, that's Ringo Starr's son, if I do remember correctly. Okay, Simon Townsend is on here. He is Backing vocals 1, 3, 5. Piano and 9. Oh, piano. Oh, hang on. 1, 3, 5, and 9 backing vocals. Piano was on 9, and then percussion. Ben Montesh, organ 1 and 2, mellotron, and on track 1. Joey Worker, drums 5, 8, 11, and 12. Carla Azar 1, 3, and 10. Matt Chinlin, drums on track 6. Gus Seyfert on bass 3, 9, and 10. Andrew Sanoic, acoustic guitar on track 9. Gordon Goldtrap, acoustic guitar on 11. Dave Sardi, mellotron synthesizer programming on 5 and percussion. Josh Trill, hand claps on track 4. Roland McIntosh, also hand claps on track 4. Fergus Jared, percussion on track 11. I assume that's what these numbers mean. Martin Batchelor, programming on track 6. Orchestration on 6, 8. Orchestra arrangement, 8. Orchestra. Conducting 6, 8, and 13. Richard Fuller, orchestration on 6. Peter Roder, orchestra fixer 6, 8, 13. What is an orchestra fixer? I don't know what that is. Bruce Tukoff, orchestra leader on 6, 8, and 13. And that is the person who made that album happen. And it has like all the chart info, which I don't care as much about. But yeah, it's a really good album. It's not like a groundbreaking, but it's just, a typical Who setting album that sounds good and I thought worked really well. Some reviewer called it classic rock comfort food. I suppose that could be a case, but yeah, there's some orchestration, there's some synthesizer stuff. I just felt like it was kind of a mid-70s album to me when I heard him, like, ooh, I like this. Like it started to play it, I'm thinking, oh, I just right away I'm like, oh, this is good. And I liked it all the way through. So yeah, go check it out. It's just called Who. Just put in the Who, or just the word, and you'll eventually find it. There's some other things called Who, but you might tack on the Who in front of it. Of you're also going to get Who Are You, but you'll find it. It may take a couple of scrolls to find it, but yeah, it's really good. Of course, on an artist page, it should be their most recent album. You should be able to find it that way too. It just read weird for me. I was trying to find it several days ago. I couldn't find it. Well, it reads it kind of weird because it has all the live stuff on the album. I didn't know there were other versions, so I was very confused. But I found it. So yeah, they should all be on any streaming service. All their albums. Go listen to all their albums if you can. I may go back and do some. I have not listened to some people's albums like I should, and I didn't want to make videos on this channel, so I may just go ahead and do the other 11 albums for the sheer heck of it. So I haven't heard this Wired 06 in a while, and I've never heard the 81 and 82 albums. I've never heard Who Are You. I've never heard... Gosh, the only one I've ever heard before that was Tommy. I've heard Hits Configurations. I've heard part of the first one, the stereo version. But of course, on the early work, I'm probably going to use the stereo version because I've heard a lot of the mono tracks before. So I would probably, if I did do that, I would review the stereo version, just because I like stereo and I like early stereo and all of its weirdness. Not fake stereo, but like actual like stereo, even if it's all the way left, all the way right, and I like that too. But yeah, I may review the others. Get a little series going, and I can always do other bands. Talk a little bit about the Beatles, but I'll do the anthology later. But yeah, I might go and do some Who albums. I might do some Rolling Stones. I went through Queen's catalog right around Bohemian Rhapsody's release. That was cool. But yeah, you might see some other Who stuff from me, just because I haven't dug through their catalog. I might go in reverse order, but that's all right. I'll go from now back to the beginning. That'd be a fun way to do it backwards. For giggles, Yeah, I think I might. That would be interesting. I don't think anyone's ever done it that way. Yeah, I think I might do that. I don't know of anybody doing it in that way. That'd be kind of fun to see how they have, where they are now and where they were, how that's changed, what stayed the same, but what evolved. Obviously, they get younger, the things change. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. That's an interesting idea. What do you think, guys, when you see this? I think that'll do it for now, though. I will see you guys in another video.